So last night I had a pretty weird dream. Now, I'm not very into high stakes drama, but that didn't stop me from getting all worked up when I received my first formal invitation to a real shootout. I found the note pinned to my front door and in shaky handwriting, High Noon, Main Street, bring your best, Rusty. I pictured myself face to face with this Rusty guy, some slick outlaw, tumbleweeds rolling past, maybe even a little crowd gathered to witness it. Felt my pulse getting faster. I didn't have much to lose, but dignity was dignity. Spent the morning mentally preparing, making sure my pistol was loaded, practicing my intimidating look in the mirror. And when the clock finally struck noon, I made my way to Main Street, my heart thumping like a drum. I look around, but no one seemed to be paying me much mind. I figured this Rusty character must be hiding, so I shouted out, "Alright, show yourself, you scoundrel, I'm ready." Maybe after like 5 awkward minutes, this Rusty dude just appeared from the back of a barrel. Turns out that he was just one of my friends from high school all along. He fumbled out with his gun and then locked eyes with me and said, "Oh, hey, it's you, bro. Haven't done this before. I'm not as quick as you might expect." We both took one long stare at each other and just started laughing and walked off in opposite directions, calling it a draw. But when I woke up, I felt like I learned a pretty valuable lesson. To always keep my expectations low. So today I have my first job interview in a long time, and I'm pretty nervous because I kind of forgot what you have to do at these kind of things. Oh, and also I'm super tired because I could barely sleep last night just thinking about this. I mean, this is my one shot to land a position at a real company. So I was tossing and turning all night just imagining this like scary boss dude just sitting there across from me and just judging every single thing I say. But anyway, I made myself look presentable, and I think if I just trust myself, then maybe I have a shot at this. Honestly guys, that went way better than I could have ever expected. And now I just really regret staying up all night and missing all those precious hours of sleep worrying that some Kevin O'Leary would be sitting across from me giving me dirty looks and judging every single word I say. When I arrived, the hiring manager was actually really sweet and she guided me through every single thing I had to do. And I just trusted my personality and I didn't think and followed my own advice. And all these things just helped me. So I realized that whenever something's coming up that we dread, it always just seems 10 times worse in our heads. Like, I remember when I was in college and the professor would announce a midterm or final, I would always stress myself out. Actually, I'd spend so much time stressing myself out that I didn't even give myself time to study, which was the real important thing. But if you think about it, it makes sense. The only thing that we have an answer to is the past and the present. We know what's happening right now, and we know what's already happened. The future is abstract. We have no idea what's gonna happen. So our minds just have the freedom to create anything they want. And if you're not an optimistic person, you might just see all the bad scenarios and ignore all the good ones. Just the same way I had a chance to fail my interview, I had an equal chance to pass my interview, but for some reason I just never thought about it that way until now. Now that I have a chance to look back on it, if I just kept thinking to myself that I would pass the interview, maybe I would actually have time to prepare myself. Anyway, it's gonna take a few weeks for this company to get back to me, so I'll keep you guys updated. Really hope I got the job. I'm broke as f***. Not gonna lie guys, I've been getting way too nervous thinking about the company's decision letter, and since I didn't want to think about it any longer, I just decided I'd hit the gym to relieve some of my stress. I've been starting to go again after a while, and it's been a few days now. I thought I'd honestly see myself getting more ripped, but I'm just still my scrawny old little self. I guess that's another example of me setting my expectations a little bit too high. At the end of the day, it's just on me to keep coming back here and putting in the work myself.
Offering a program of dance music.
We go again. Here we go again.
You'll never guess what just came in the mail. Well, maybe you might guess, but the decision letter finally came back from the company today. I'm really nervous. Alright, moment of truth. And I didn't get the job, but you know what? That's okay. So I'm getting to the age now where a lot of my older friends and family are getting married. And this weekend I was invited by one of my friends to his wedding. You know, I'm not much of a social gathering person, but I thought if I just set my expectations low and went anyway, I might actually end up enjoying it. We made it here, guys. And not gonna lie, this place is actually beautiful. Oh yeah, and on the topic of expectations, I met a lot of my old friends here who keep asking me when it's my turn to meet a woman and settle down. It's funny because everyone all around you has these expectations for you that you should be doing something at a certain age. I think it's just all about the individual. Maybe if you just ask yourself if you want to do something and if you're ready to do something, and if the answer is no, then just don't do it. Alright, the wedding's over now and it's time for me to go home. Honestly, I'm really happy for my friend, and I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. Social situations just seem way worse in my head than they actually end up being. I guess I learned a lot more from my failed job interview than I thought. From now on, I'm just gonna stop setting my expectations so high and just go out there and do it. Maybe in the end it won't be so bad. This was quite the week. My legs are tired from all that walking and I have a lot of footage to edit together for you guys. But maybe if I just don't expect editing to be such a gruesome task, it might give me a shot of actually finishing it. And maybe if I didn't expect Rusty to be as macho as I did, or if I didn't expect to get the job, or if I didn't expect to get jacked on my first day at the gym, or if I didn't expect the wedding to be so boring, then I would have ended up feeling way more satisfied with the way things ended up. When I think about it, it makes sense why we set such high expectations for everything. Things get planned, things come up, and a lot of these things feel really heavy to us. Our mind wants to imagine every possible scenario, whether it's the best case scenario or the worst case scenario. It's on us to stay neutral and take things as they come. Well, either way, I remain unemployed for now. But just going out there and doing this interview taught me that maybe the next one won't be as bad at all. By the way, thanks a lot for the support on my first video, guys. Hopefully you didn't set your expectations too high for this one. And as Zendaya said in that one Spider-Man movie, expect disappointment and you won't be disappointed. Alright, bye guys.